Hello and welcome to Minisode 45.
Wow.
Love it when it's a round number. Well, it's not round, is it?
Number?
No, but like 45's like fives.
Alright.
Do you not think of like multiples of 5 as round numbers?
No.
Are you joking?
Why would I?
No, because it's like a
No.
round number.
No, it's not.
Wow.
It's just
okay.
not.
What? Because it's odd.
Well, no. Well, like not every interval of 5 is odd. 10's an interval of 5.
Okay, so you only think of like 10s as round numbers.
I don't know what you mean by round numbers.
Not a milestone, but like 43.
Yeah, no.
Is
10s.
just...
Because
okay,
then,
you only think 10s.
Yeah, it's to a lower significant figure, right?
Oh wow. Okay.
So
anyway.
45 is still 2 digits. 50 is 1.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
You could divide 50 by 10, it'd be 5. If you divide 45 by 10, it's 4.5.
Oh.
So no.
Anyway,
this time, we're talking about things we do as coaster enthusiasts.
yes.
Basically...
Nerdy things.
Yeah. I feel like I don't want to start with us, I want to start with...
I was going to say, why are you reading everyone's stuff? You cheating?
Well, no, because I know I'm going to say... I don't want to, like, take
Repeat them, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to take what other people have said.
Okay, go on
before they do it. Let's go to listening to the voice, whatever you call it.
Yeah, so we got a voice note. Is that what you called it?
I don't know.
From someone telling us what they do.
Mm-hmm.
This is from William.
Hi there guys, hope you're both well. I'm Will, one of Harry's crazy Rocket League partners and a proud member of the Carnan Fanboy Club. So there are a few telltale signs that I'm a theme park enthusiast. One being that in 2020 I managed to visit Alton Towers at least 15 times. Secondly, over the past few years, I've been putting together a theme park audio playlist which now contains well over 36 hours of immersive soundtracks. And finally, the latest thing, it's just down to my right, is a wood smoke scented aroma prime dispenser which makes my room feel like the Wicker Man pre-show. Hope you're both well. Take care.
I feel like we've started really hardcore.
Yeah.
That was a
definitely.
lot to take in.
It was. First of all, 15 times for Alton Towers.
15 times.
It's impressive in a global pandemic.
That's impressive in a normal year.
Yeah, it is.
That's
wouldn't
insane.
Go that many times, yeah. We went to Alton Towers once.
Because
actually.
how long was Alton Towers even open? Like 2 months?
No. Early July to end of October.
That's not very long still.
July, August, September, October. 4 months.
4 months.
So, average of... Oh, God. Why can't I do the
Well,
maths?
4 times 4 is 16. So he went... There was only 1 week where he didn't go.
I don't know why...
Is that right?
Yeah. No. How many times? Yeah, that's
15
right.
times.
So you went on average nearly once a week, yeah.
What is happening?
That's pretty good.
That is insane.
There you go. And then number 2, I guess, is... I mean, that's a lot
The soundtrack thing is... That wasn't the most, unusual one. Because I feel like a lot of enthusiasts listen to soundtracks.
Yeah.
If he just said, I listen to it 24 hours a day... Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's just a nice thing to have there for yourself, is that soundtrack playlist.
Yeah, good on car journeys, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah. And then wood smoke. We've got wood smoke scent, but we haven't got the little dispenser.
Yeah.
So we can't smell it. It's just sitting there.
And when you smell the bottle, it's like so intense, it just
grim.
smells weird.
Yeah. But no, cool. That's, there you go. Off to
That is dedication to
a
man.
big start. With Will there.
Yeah.
But those are definitely, I mean, the first 2 at least are very, like standard.
Yeah.
Visit a theme park lots.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Listen to theme park music lots.
But they're kind of like the extreme of
Yeah.
like the basics of being an enthusiast. Like go to parks, listen to the soundtracks.
Yeah.
Have the merch. They're like 3 extreme versions of those things.
Yeah. Moving over to Twitter, the Joy Sequence says, looking at the coaster while in the queue instead of my phone.
Oh.
From
Yeah.
experience of visits from non-enthusiast friends who I guess always look at their phone.
Yeah, I look at my phone and you look at the ride.
Of course I do.
Well, to be fair, mainly I'm doing the social
Yeah,
media, so I
yeah.
have to look at my phone. But
Yeah.
I'm not that interested in the ride.
I am usually filming the ride.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but probably
that's...
everyone else is on their phone.
Exactly, and that's
you know?
a telltale sign, I
Exactly.
guess. People filming.
Obsessed, man.
Alex Baker says, showing far too much interest in the support structure and commenting on impressive engineering solutions. I gotta say, some roller coasters do have very impressive supports. Bringing up Kanan again,
Wow.
that's an absolute mess of a support structure there. Smiler's is pretty intricate.
I like B&M supports where they're like huge.
Yeah. Usually they're not that like. There's not many
Chunky.
of them though. They're big.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But there's not that many.
Yeah,
Whereas you get these other manufacturers that are like.
it's a bit overkill.
Yeah, not a lot of overkill, pretty much. But yeah, I think that's another one. Not so well. Obviously looking at supports, but in the greater sense, just looking at rides. You know, like marveling at roller coasters when you're not even in the queue, or just
Yeah.
you know, like I could sit in X sector and watch the Smiler go around for ages.
Aw.
It's a good ride to watch. Your jaw.
Someone called Bomber says asking for back row instead of front. But you could argue asking for front instead of back
Yeah, I mean,
on some rides.
definitely. I would say the consensus is usually back.
Of course. Yeah.
Depends what kind of ride. Like,
Well, we know that like inverts, we want to be front, but you can't ask for front.
But
can
people
you?
will still like prefer the back.
Yeah. For the intensity.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like roller coasters that could do with an additional sense of speed, the front can be useful.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like
Like
Taron
Icon.
and Icon,
Yeah.
where it adds to sit at the front, feel the wind, and then it feels faster.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember like when we first started getting into this, or I did, not having a clue like where I should sit. So I feel like just generally knowing stuff about which seat to ask for
Yeah.
is a very enthusiast thing.
Definitely.
Like knowing where to go. Because
People-
I remember
yeah.
always asking you like, oh, which row should we go in for this one?
Yeah. I mean, generally, I think the enthusiasts' first thing to do is the back.
Yeah.
You do the back,
See how it goes.
and then you perhaps do the front afterwards.
Yeah.
I would always automatically go for the back, except when I'm told otherwise. Like with Kanan, the way it worked, like the whole queue is a mess and whatever, and you get assigned seats, but we managed to get it so that we were in like 3 of the rows anyway. Like our group.
Right.
So I just hopped on the front. They said the front was the best.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have, naturally chosen the front as my first ride unless told otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a very common. We're gonna go back.
Yeah, but then thinking about it, there's quite a few that I wouldn't go back. Like, I would never want back on Smiler. I
Yeah,
actually hate
again,
the back row on Smiler.
Yeah.
It's too much. Row 3 or row 1?
Row 3.
Yeah, because the back is like too intense.
Yeah. But this is it, right? I think the Smiler benefits from. I think it's already relatively intense.
Exactly.
And it doesn't need that.
It's like 100% on the front row, and then if you're in back row, it's like 150% intensity.
Yeah. You benefit more from seeing where you're going and taking in the fact that it's incredibly dense.
Yeah.
And also taking in the fact that you're dueling another train if that happens. And I just love watching all the inversions.
Yeah.
It's just some coasters aren't that interesting to go around. The layout.
While you're on it?
Yeah, the layout's like, oh yeah, we got to turn to the left and then we go
It's
up a
because it's
bit.
too slow, you know what's coming.
Exactly, but with the Smiler, because it's so boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
and it's just diving in and out, diving in and out of itself. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting ride to sit on the front for. But then any kind of wooden coaster, generally the back.
Yeah. For the airtime.
Yeah, and because the way they're set up, your view isn't that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
On the back.
Unless you get some tall person in front of you.
Yeah, of course. So there's
And then if
definitely
you're at
oddities.
Blackpool, you want to get the non-wheel seat.
Yeah. Well,
And it doesn't matter where you are as long as there's no wheel.
Again, that's another thing that you wouldn't
You wouldn't know.
know. Yeah.
Trade
and
secrets.
There's only on a very select few rides.
Yeah.
Because a lot of modern coasters kind of have wheels on every seat.
Exactly.
Like Wicker Man and GCIs have a wheel on every single row, so there is no non-wheel seat. But you don't need that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, knowing where to sit, definitely. Andrew says, visiting a park by yourself because you really want to ride certain coasters. Fair enough. To be honest, I don't think I've ever been to a theme park by myself.
Oh my god, really?
No.
To be fair, that's probably because you couldn't drive until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You would have gone 100%
I
on
don't
your own.
know.
To be fair though, you're not really a cred kind of guy.
No, I appreciate it, but my enjoyment of a ride is a lot less when I'm sitting next to someone I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Me too, because because when I'm next to someone I don't know, I can't like laugh freely.
Yeah, but it's not even that though. It's just something to do with
The vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of my favorite rides on roller coasters is with like people are also really excited to ride it.
Yeah.
Like I remember John, we went to the fireworks and then the Smiler happened. The Smiler opened right after the fireworks, and we like ran to the Smiler.
Yeah.
And we were both like really pumped to ride it.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the best rides ever, purely because we were both so excited.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're excited by yourself, I feel like it just wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one of the reasons I don't really, haven't really considered going to a park by myself. Don't know. New parks maybe, but the ones I've already been to, I don't know.
Yeah. I just can't really imagine a scenario where maybe, okay, example scenario, you go on a work trip to Barcelona. You'd probably take some time out to go to a park when you did that, right?
And that's what I mean, like new parks.
Yeah.
I
or like if you're somewhere on your own anyway, not just like at home, like
perhaps.
normal.
Yeah, if I'm doing something, I guess. But I wouldn't like actively...
Just randomly go on your own.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Dr. Muscle Buster says, fanny pack. Taking a ton of pics, videos of coasters from the parking lot. 100%. Do you remember when we went to Leesburg and we literally went to that random car park and climbed all the way up the stairs to get a picture of the park from outside?
Yep.
That's the kind of thing. And there's that building as well, isn't there, at Leesburg, that people can go up?
Yeah.
That one with the elevator where you can go and get a picture.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Definitely. Rollercoaster Matt says, describing rides by their manufacturer/ride type rather than what they look like, what they do, and then comparing them to another ride.
I feel like just general chat, like very deep discussions about rides.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like in the queue line, just having a chat.
Yeah. But you never hear like enthusiasts say, the blue coaster.
Yeah.
you don't. You're like, this park's inverted coaster.
We did, to be fair, we did that when we went to Groningen because we couldn't pronounce the name of that ride. The red coaster. The smooth red one.
Yeah. That's true.
We could have just called it the invert, but...
Yeah. No, but usually, you talk...
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. You talk about rides by the model.
Yeah.
You call Helix
the
launch
V&M,
coaster, not the green one.
Yeah, the green one. The green one on the hill.
You don't call Valkyria the... I don't even know what colour it is. The
grey,
beige, orangey, gold copper one. You call it the dive coaster, So that's a very good point.
But most of the time you know the name anyway.
Of course.
So, no issues.
Yeah.
Theme Park Screamers says, wearing my theme park shirts, talking with my friends about theme parks and rewatching as many old vlogs as possible whilst charging the camera up ready for the next trip.
There you go.
Classic.
Yeah, we're coming into the theme park season. I'm trying to...
Charge all your batteries.
I know, that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure. I've been sitting like half charged for ages, so charging them all up. But yeah, no, definitely merch. I feel like you could spot a lot of enthusiasts.
Oh,
with
100%.
Merch. I remember when we were in the queue for Black Mamba at Fantasyland and I saw someone wearing an icon jumper.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nerd right there. Holy moly.
You know they've travelled to go on this ride.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just funny.
I just can't imagine someone who's not an enthusiast buying like a Smiler shirt.
Oh, they do.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the amount of Smiler shirts
But why would you do that?
you see at towers.
Yeah, they can't all be enthusiasts.
Exactly, they can't.
Okay, but that's a special case. Like, why would you buy any merch from a theme park? I just don't understand merch.
You like it.
I don't get it.
But you ride a ride and you think it's cool. Like, the reason I don't buy merch that much often, but I wanted to buy something at Hands Apart because I like Carter so much.
Yeah, but you're an enthusiast.
Yeah, but people will be like, oh, that was really good. And they'll want a memento.
Okay, but example, say we went to some museum on a holiday and you thought, this is the best museum I've ever been to in my whole life.
I would get something.
You're getting a t-shirt from that museum.
No, not maybe on a t-shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah, but...
That's a bit much, isn't it?
But a t-shirt for a museum, what's the museum's logo going to be like? It's going to be crap, isn't it?
I don't know.
At least with stuff like the Smiler.
Okay, you just think it's the branding that gets people.
It's...
Okay.
a lot of theme parks have crap ride branding.
Yeah.
Whereas Alton Towers has very good ride branding.
It's almost like if you didn't know what it was, it just looked like a cool t-shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that makes people...
Helps.
It really does. And people are more likely to buy it because the logo is cool.
Okay, I'll give you that.
just
But
like
I don't know why you'd buy like some weird theme park shirt.
But people do. People just
clearly.
buy shirts though. People like shirts.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe it's just people who collect shirts. You know how people collect pin badges from everywhere they go?
Yeah.
Maybe they just buy shirts every time they go somewhere.
But it's like an item of merch that is actually useful.
Yeah.
You know, like a pin badge. You know, it's cool, but it's no real like.
Well, no,
use
there's no
for
use
it.
at all. No one even wears them.
No, exactly. Whereas
Except
t-shirt,
us, we wear the Coasterport pin
Course.
on our lanyard.
Yeah,
Plug.
got it on my backpack.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, definitely merch, spotting merch, even just like looking at merch. You know.
Yeah, browsing.
Remember at Leedsburg we went into the shop quite a few times.
That was so cool. Do you remember that huge like rabbit
Carrot.
teddy bear?
Yeah.
And it was like 50 quid.
Mad. It's expensive. Yeah, but no. Merch, big one. It's me in it. Joey Marsbar says, travel miles to look at some steel or wood in the off-season and notice the off-season. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
Not just that, but like construction updates.
Yeah.
You know, people will go to a park that's not open to check out the construction of a new ride.
Yeah.
And other people will look at it online. You know,
Yeah,
like keep up to date with whatever's going on. So
And
that-
also just even knowing that the off season exists.
Yeah,
Because I feel like before this, I didn't even know that theme parks really shut for that long. Do you know what I mean? You just never really think about it. Because the only time you think to go is during the summer.
I thought about it. before
Okay,
I was
well,
a
I'm
dude,
just stupid
but,
then.
No, because I liked theme parks.
Exactly. To the average person, you just assume that they kind of like... Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
If you think about it, you'd probably realise, but I don't think you'd think about it. And you certainly wouldn't know that it's called the off-season.
No. But
You know.
I feel like my parents definitely know the Alton Towers.
Okay,
know,
well,
closed.
Yes, but think about this. I was a child until I started doing this, so
No, I know.
I didn't really think about that kind of stuff.
No, yeah, sure, as a child, but you know, I feel like most adults will realise that their theme park that whatever's closest to them
Okay.
goes.
Okay, well, let's just say they don't know it's called the off-season.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that, but sure,
Yeah.
it's not really that like.
Copyright it now.
Well, it's meaningless.
Yeah.
You know, park's closed. It's the deal. But yeah, what else is there? I'm trying to think. Keeping track of creds,
Yeah, cred counting.
definitely. As you said before, debating and comparing roller coasters.
Yeah.
Some people are even nerdy enough to set up polls, you know, poll roller coasters and try and find the world's best.
Who would do that?
I don't know who would do that, but check out Vote Coasters. It's really good. It's really good. It's the roller coaster poll. You know, the best one out there.
Wow.
Definitely wasn't done by us.
Yeah.
Another one. So this is something actually that most people don't realise for theme parks, like the average person.
Okay.
What time to get to a theme park.
And what rides to go on first.
Exactly. So people don't realise the value in getting to a theme park early
Yeah.
and also staying late.
Yeah. Yeah, but also
People can't be asked.
people
I get
don't
that.
care.
I get that. No, I get that.
Yeah.
But like the first hour, you know, it's always
It's
the
gold.
best hour.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy.
people just don't realise that if you want to do stuff, you have to get there early.
Yeah.
I think they all assume as well that, like, everyone else will be getting there on time. And so
Yeah.
if they're late, it doesn't really matter. But then it's like everyone ends up getting there at 10 at the same time. So,
Yeah. But, you know, when I'm organising trips with people who don't, you know, go to theme parks that often, it's always...
yeah, it's such a shock,
They're always
isn't
like,
it?
what time are we going to get there?
And you're
I'm
like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the park opens at 10, but really opens at 9:45, and we
But
want to be in
really,
the
we have
plaza
yeah.
about 15 minutes before that. So we're gonna have to leave at least about, you know, 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know,
But literally, though.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then it's just how it is, you know, that like to get the full
No
experience.
pain, no gain.
Exactly. You know, if you're there as soon as the park opens, you walk over to the ride queue. You know, you're like first in line. You get on that ride. It's 5 minutes past 10.
Oyster.
Then you get on another ride. It's now, you know, 10 minutes past 10. Then you go on another ride.
All right, not quite that.
You know,
quick.
look, it's good.
Yeah.
So, and then at the end of the day, you know, queues start to die off as well. So,
Yeah, and I don't think everybody knows about the thing of you can join the queue line up until the last minute.
It's not at every park, but yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's a good tool to like use
Yeah.
to get on more rides for sure.
And by the time you've come off the ride, everyone's left the car park and you can just drive straight out.
Exactly. So it's kind of ideal.
Bang him.
So you get another ride in and you don't have to faff afterwards.
Well, you don't have to sit in a queue, isn't it?
No, exactly. Yeah. Don't know. And then just generally talking about roller coasters, I guess, online, watching YouTube, having a social media.
Nerd.
Exactly. There you go.
If you would like to leave us a voice message like Will did at the start of the episode, then you can find that on our website. If you go to coastspot.com/podcast, you'll see a little button that says send us a message. And you can record something for us for the next episode. We try and update it with whatever topic we're doing, so give it a go. The other thing is, we've started producing more videos.
Whoa, what's that like?
What's that like? So, if you haven't heard already, we're doing a theme park news series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the Coastspot YouTube channel.
6 p.m. UK time.
Yep, UK time. And essentially, it's just a quick 5-minute roundup of the news from that week.
Yep. So if you want to know, news from theme parks in America, theme parks in Europe, something happening over in Australia, Asia, whatever, instead of having to go to loads of different websites or watch loads of different people, we'll give you the roundup, everything you need to know, or most things you need to know, very quickly and very briefly.
Yeah. And you can also follow, so the new series is called Dispatch, and we have a dedicated Twitter account just at Dispatch. Oh no, it's not at Dispatch, it's at CB Dispatch.
Yes.
Much like the podcast. So yeah, give it a follow and let us know if there's any news you need us to feature on there.